What's going on YouTube? Dio, aka Bonds, Urban Tech Reviews, and today on the channel I'll be doing a review of the Samsung Galaxy Watch. Alright, now you can get this, I got mine at my Verizon Wireless store, and I'm basically going to be doing a review of the 42 millimeter, my bad, and the 46 millimeter all in one, because they're basically the same thing, just minus size. All right, so I got this for my wife for her birthday, and this is the 42 millimeter watch, and like I said, you can get it in 42 millimeter, or you can get it 46 millimeter. The 42 millimeter will run you $379, and the 46 millimeter will run you $399. All right, so not that big a difference, about 20 bucks. There's two models that you can get. You can get the Bluetooth model or the LTE model. Now the Bluetooth model, obviously you need your phone to work with that model, and the LTE model, it works by itself, standalone device. I think you get your own number and all of that, and I think it'll run you a couple extra dollars should be on your bill because you get your own number and stuff like that. Now they come in a couple different colors, well, a few different colors. You can get it in black, silver, and rose gold. Now the rose gold is only available in the 42 millimeter. So fellas, you're probably not gonna be able to get that 42 millimeter rose gold unless you like this color. And to me, not really too rose gold. It's kind of like a sandy pink maybe, or something like that, salmon color or something. But you know, to each his own. And the difference in screen size between the 42 and the 46. Now the 42 millimeter is 1.2 inches in screen size, and the 46 millimeter is 1.3 inches in screen size. So only 0.1 inch difference in size. Now what comes in the box? All you get the watch, you get the wall adapter, you get a micro USB charging cable, and you get a USB connector, and you get your cradle. So this cradle right here. So that's all you get at the cord. Not too much. You get the quick reference guide, and you do get a extra band, and it's just one side. It's like the large. I think this is the, yeah, this is a small. It's on there right now, and you get a large. So that's it. So we're gonna get rid of this box real quick. Both models have AMOLED panels with a resolution of 360 by 360. They have a Exynos 9110 chipset dual core processor, and it's clocked at 1.15 gigahertz, 4 gigabyte storage, and they both run on the Tizen operating system. Now, if you're familiar with these watches, these smart watches, you know that you can change your watch face. You see that's the face on there, but you can also change it. You see I have the Gear S3, so you can change it and stuff like that. You can swap the bands. So these bands right here, they have the quick release pins. So these quick release pins make you be able to pull them off. And the good thing about these watches is if you like to switch bands and stuff like that, that there's tons and tons and tons and tons of these bands that you can find on Amazon or any other website, or look for them, and you'll be able to find these bands anywhere, and they come super cheap, you know what I mean? So you ain't got to worry about that. Tons of aftermarket silicone and metal bands that you can get for these watches. Now, of course, one of the hottest features of this watch, what I think it makes it better than the Apple Watch, is the rotating bezel. What makes it better really than any watch. There's no other watch on the market, I think, that is better than this. It's the rotating bezel. The rotating bezel is probably just the hottest feature, I believe. So it definitely comes with that. And then you have fitness tracking that you can do, and there's a ton of other things that you can do with this watch. Now, it's water resistant up to 50 meters. It has the Corning Gorilla Glass DX Plus, and it's scratch free. What you can do on this phone, you can make phone calls, text messages, check emails, you can stream music, you can use Samsung Pay, tons of things on here. You can set alarms. You can use it as a remote to control music functions and music features on your actual phone. Tons of things that you can use on here. So definitely, if you get this, don't be shy to check it out. Go through it. go through all the features, see what you do like and what you don't like. All right, now the width on here is 1.8 inches and the height is 1.65 inches. Now the two differences in this watch, the 42 millimeter and the 46 millimeter, is battery. The 42 millimeter, which is this one right here, has a 270 milliamp battery, which they claim it can last 2 days on standby. And the 46 millimeter has a 472 milliamp battery, which they claim that it can last up to 4 days on standalone. And another big difference between the 42 and the 46 millimeter is that the RAM. So the 42 millimeter has a 760 megabytes RAM, which is the Bluetooth version, and the 1.5 gigahertz RAM is the LTE version, which is for the 46 millimeter. This is your charging cradle that comes with it, and this is your micro USB charging cable. So you plug this in, to the wall or whatever on the other end, the USB in, and then you just plug this into the back of the cradle, like so. Then you'll get a little flashing light on there. You see it's flashing a couple times, and all you do is take your watch, set it on there, and now my watch is charging. So really simple to do, and not much to it. So let's check it out real quick. Like I said, I'm not gonna put it on my wrist because this is my wife's watch. Now you see we got the sensor on the back of it, and we have the rotating bezel. We got two buttons right here, and this button on the top will be your back button. This button right here will be your power button if you hold it in, or your home button. Now both of these buttons are textured, so they have a nice kind of like a rubberized feel to them. You got your speaker, which is right here. So you notice once I turn the watch over, it keeps lighting up, and that's a feature that it has that you can turn off or keep on, and it tells you, if you if you flip your wrist like that or like that, then it turns your watch on. Now you see on mine, I deactivated that feature because it kind of runs your battery, and I didn't like it. But my wife didn't get to that point yet. So if you hit the power button, then you see now scrolling to the left and the right is the same as rotating the bezel to the left and the right. Okay, so if I'm at the home screen and I scroll to the right, from left to right, it's the same as if I was at the home screen and I rotated the bezel to the left. Same thing. Okay, it's just two different ways to get there. So you rotate the bezel, and you see you got the time, you have your area, you have your weather and stuff like that. Then you have other options that you can put like favorites in for different apps and stuff that you install. And then you have steps, calories burned, floors walked, and your blood pressure. Is that heartbeat? Is it your heartbeat? Yeah. Your heart rate. I said blood pressure. Wow. Then you can add contacts with that one, and create a reminder and different stuff like that. Check your stress, news briefings. You can add different widgets. So all that is available from rotating the bezel or swiping from left to right. Now if you swipe down on your watch, it'll bring up certain features. So right here we have power save mode, far top left. Second, we have airplane mode. Third, we have this is your volume. Fourth, we have do not disturb. The second row on the bottom, we have, which one is that one? Turn on, watch always on. That's weird to word it, but you have that feature. Then you have your brightness, and then this one is like a theater mode. In case you're in a movie theater, you can turn off all sounds, and then you have the settings. So right here we see we have the volume off. So if you go to volume, and you can swipe from left to right, and that will turn on volume or turn off volume. So right now the volume is off. So you rotate the bezel, you turn the volume all the way up. And if you swipe to the next one, this is for media. The first one is for your ringtone. Second one is for media. You see it's on 15. Third one is for notifications. It's on 15. And fourth one is for the system, and it's on full ring. So if you go to the settings options, once you click settings, you can change watch faces. So you go in there, it has your different watch faces. You got watch always on display, watch face order, hourly chime, and that's just if you want your watch to chime every hour on the hour, which I don't know why you want that. You have a notification indicator, and all that is if you have a notification, I don't think she has one, but you see that orange dot that I have on mine, that's a notification. What's going on? That's a notification indicator right there. So if that's turned off, then you won't have that notification indicator. Then you have a status indicator, which is on the watch face, and then just show icons on the watch face for statuses and different stuff like that. And then you have background style. Now background style is kind of hard to see probably through this on the camera, but it's like a real, you can kind of see some color changing in there, but you can change the background style, you can change the font, watch only, you can go through all of those options. If you keep going down, you got sound and vibration. You can vibrate with sounds, volume, you can go into all of that, vibration intensity, long vibration, ringtone, you can change the ringtone, and ringtone basic. You know what I mean? You could change all of that stuff in there. Notification sound, when you get a notification vibration, when you get a vibration, touch sounds if you want to touch. I hate those, so I don't use the touch sounds or anything like that. Do not disturb, theater mode, hourly chime. So that's some features that you have there. If you go down, you could change, go into the display and change the brightness and screen timeout and all of that stuff. Water lock mode, if you go into the water, you put it in water lock mode, and I guess it will protect the phone of some sorts. It will protect it some way. If you go to advanced features, now advanced features, you can double tap the home key, which is this key, to get the Bixby. Now this is you see I said Bixby and she popped up, and you double tap the home button to get to Bixby. Hey, really? So when you get there, she's being annoying now. But when you get there, you can change the button to do different features. So you can double tap it to get your OT barometer, get to your alarm, large watch, workout, create reminder, quick dial, recent apps, last app, or nothing. And then I think it was more. Now here you can get it to go to your calendar, contacts, email, find my phone, Galaxy apps, gallery, messages, music, news briefing, phone, PPT controller, reminder, Samsung Flow, Samsung Health, and some other stuff. So that's where if you want to change the double tap of the Bixby button to something else. Now the wake up gesture, you can change that. The bezel wake up, that's if you flip it and stuff like that, you can change that. Water lock mode, we went to that. Touch sensitivity, if you want to wear gloves, if it's cold outside and you need gloves, to make your screen more sensitive to your touch, you can put that on. Do not disturb, theater mode, good night mode, and a couple other little things in there. Reset it and stuff like that. You can go to connections, where you can go through Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, airplane mode. You can get apps, you can order them. Security, you can lock your watch to where you require a PIN code every time you get in there, every time you get on your watch. I used to have this on my watch, but then it became extremely annoying, so I turned it off because I just felt like every time I wanted to check my watch, I had to put a code in. And I'm like, my watch is not like my phone where I'm just going to sit down and leave it there. Now, it's like the wake up gesture is like the flick of the wrist where your watch will wake up. Samsung account accessibility is like hearing and stuff like that if you needed any of that. General, you get into the input, text to speech, reset. You can, go in there and check out those options. You see your battery, power saving, watch only, and a couple other things. Now this right here is my watch, and I don't actually remember the size of this, but you can see from the bezel of the watch that this one is actually bigger. Now I don't know if it's bigger than the 46 millimeter, because like I said, I don't know if the 46 millimeter is bigger. I don't know what size this actually is, I forget. But you can see the band on these are longer, and I think these are, no, these might not be the factory bands. Matter of fact, I know they're not, because the factory bands came with this was black. So like I said, I print tons of aftermarket bands for these. But like I said, all in all, if someone had this watch and they wanted to get the 46 millimeter or the 42 millimeter, whatever, and you asked my opinion if I thought it was worth you getting it, I would say no, because most of the features that you can do, and I'm saying probably 98% of the features that you have on here and the things that you have on here, you can do on here. You know what I mean? If you just want the newer model, then okay, to each his own. But you know, this one is I've had this for probably about 2 years now, something like that. Probably since they first came out, I've had this. So it's lasted pretty long. Now I banged this up, I scratched it. I actually got some dead spots in there, like at the top, and that's probably from banging it or maybe even water. I never took a shower or anything with it, but maybe just getting wet washing dishes or something. But like I said, my wife, this is for her, so she will be able to you know, she'll set it up the way that she wants it. But all in all, I think it's a dope watch. I really like it, and she's upgrading from her Gear Fit. She had a Gear Fit watch, and she didn't like the fact that she couldn't call and stuff like that, answer calls and send back text messages. All you had was the pre-installed messages and stuff like that, and she didn't like that. She liked these features that I had on my watch, so she told me she was interested in getting one of these. So, you know what I mean, I said say less, so I'll get you that. But all in all, like I said, this is a really good watch, and I would recommend it if you didn't have one, or Samsung Gear S3, and you were looking into getting a watch, a smartwatch. This is definitely the way to go. I think that the Samsung Gear watches are the best watches, smartwatches on the market. Better than the Apple Watch, yes, and I would definitely recommend these. But it's the old AKA Bonds, Urban Tech Reviews. If you like this video, click that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do that easily by clicking on the Android guy in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If you're not following me on all my social media sites, then all you got to do, go into the description, click on every one of them links, and you can follow me on every one of my social media sites. And we out.